Hello, everyone. This is Jessica with the Two Sticks and String podcast. This is a podcast all about knitting, crochet, cats, a little bit of travel. I sound croaky today. I am getting over being really sick. They thought it was COVID for a long time. They can't confirm. They think it might have been the Delta variant, but they can't confirm anything. My test came back negative, but I had all of the symptoms and I have been miserable for over 2 weeks now. But I'm finally starting to feel a little better. I just have a residual cough and I sound like a prepubescent boy because my voice cracks. So this is going to be a shorter episode today. I apologize ahead of time for any coughing. I'm going to try and do this without it as much as possible, but sometimes it's unavoidable and I don't really have a lot of extra energy right now, so this is probably already going to be most of my energy for the day. So let's get started, shall we? If you want to find me on Instagram, I am Armywifeknitlife or Armywifeknitlife D-Stash if you want to get some goodies. And on Ravelry, you can find me as Armywifeknitlife, or you can find our podcast group at Two Sticks and String. Just look for Patrol the Owl and you will know that you have found us. Okay. I have been gone since prior to my birthday. I recorded last on the 21st of June. My 29th birthday was on the 22nd. And so there has been a lot of stuff happening. I have been to my sister's and back. There's been a lot of knitting. There has been, so those will be at the end. Okay, so let's start with some finished objects, shall we? Okay, I have 2 pairs of finished socks. I have July's Desert Vista Dye Works and August. So this is July's. And of course, as always, this is the Milignedro shop for the sock blockers, and I will put the name right down here somewhere so you can find it on Etsy if she is back up and running. She is Polish and amazing blockers. They are just stunning. And they have my name, which is just even better. So, both of these months of Desert Vista Dye Works are leftover scraps from previous pairs. This is the Pink Sands colorway. These are for my aunt for Christmas. I do all of my socks the same. They are knit toe up with a fish lips kiss heel. They're done one at a time on a 1 to 1.5 needle. Just kind of depends on what's open. And I have a total of 27 stitches on each needle. So you can do math because I can't. This is on her Zeon base, so there is some sparkle. And I love these. I'm so glad I used up all the scraps. And there's actually very little left, less than 5 grams. So hooray for using up a skein, right? Because that's hard. And it's just like sometimes you struggle because there's not enough left to do a long pair. And no one wants to have 2 pairs for themselves that are the exact same. So these are getting split. The first pair I knit is for my mom because she has bigger feet. And then the second pair is always for my aunt. This is the second pair. This is the Marlin Hotel, also on the Zeon base, as almost all of my skeins from her are. And these sock blockers are from Alex Workshops of Design. He is based in Ukraine, and they're wonderful sock blockers. Totally worth it and worth the wait. I grabbed them when we still lived in Germany, but he does ship worldwide, so you don't have to worry about that. All right, the next finished objects. Kind of exciting, and they're kind of big. Woo! The first one is mine. And I say finished object because it is, the knitting is complete. I just have to seam the underarm because I need a sweater. Look at that. Ha-ha. I still need weave and ends. This is the IronHeart Sweater by Tin Can Knits. The book it came from the book Heart on My Sleeve collection. However, that book is no longer being published. You can't buy it, but this pattern is available individually from Tin Can Knits. I knit the 2X in Knit Picks Capra DK. This is the navy colorway. And I'm going to be honest, I'm going to keep this as family friendly as I can. This is actually the back of the sweater. Move to the front. I think the design is interesting. However, I also think it looks a little bit like certain body parts. We'll leave it at that. So, I'm kind of struggling with it, but I do think it is a beautiful sweater, and I worked hard on it. So, I'm going to wear it at least a few times before I decide whether I'm going to rip it back and do a different yoke pattern on it or not. Because the beautiful thing about the Heart of My Sleeve collection is that it's all DK weight sweaters from different designers, but they all have the same gauge. They all have the same count for bodies and sleeves. The only thing that's different between any of them is the yoke. And that's why I haven't seamed the sleeves yet, because I want to wear it around the house, see if it really bothers me that it looks like said body part or not. And then once I decide, I will go in and I will seam it up if I keep it, and then if it's something that I decide I don't like, it's also super easy to just rip back to where those underarm seams are and try again. So that's why I haven't done it quite yet. My second finished object is also Tin Can Knits. This is the Antler Pullover, and it's for my husband. This is his anniversary gift. This year we have been married for, oh my goodness, we got married in 2014, so we're getting up there. But this is knit in Malabrigo Rios in the Ravelry Red colorway. This is a size large. It's worsted weight sweater. I did alternate skeins, so I tried to keep it even as much as possible, and I think I did a decent job with the pooling of the color, so it's not bad. Both of these sweaters are bottom up, and that's kind of my preferred way to knit sweaters right now, because I like to do the miles and miles of stockinette first, and then you get to the end of the yoke and you just focus for a little bit and boom, whole sweater. It's that simple. All right, my final finished object. I know, I got 5. How awesome is that? Is the Saugerties Shrug. This one is for my Babcha, my grandmother. We call her Ma, or Babcha, just kind of depends on who she's talking to. And this was knit in Caron 1 pound in the navy, in royal blue, royal blue and off-white. And this is a shrug, because here's the opening. Right there. You just kind of, I'll show you. You just kind of slip it on. Like that. And waboom. My grandmother absolutely loved this. She is fun-sized. We've discussed this last episode. Fun-sized. She always says that the best things come in small packages, and she is correct. So let me just put my cardigan back on because I'm a little cold. It's part of being sick. She is fun-sized though, and so she didn't need quite the whole length for her shrug. That would have been a little silly, so I cut a few inches off, and it'll keep her nice and warm and cozy. She fell in love with the pattern, and so how do you say no to your grandmother? Right? So, I have not worked on any cross-stitching that I can show you. I did finish the one for my friend for her big event in October. It is being mailed out to her, and she should actually be receiving it tomorrow, I believe. And since it has personal information, I forgot to grab a picture before I put in the personal info, because it's the birth of her baby. And kind of don't want to put that out online. That is her decision to make for her child. And so I will see if I can do it. And if not, I'm sorry, guys. I will be better next time I do a cross stitch and finish it. So that is out, and I am excited. So, all right, next section is whips. I'm reaching over here trying to show you my stash. No, not yet. Sorry, guys. And if you'll notice, this has been put together. I just finished it 3 days ago, so I have not finished putting everything in. You'll see that the bottom tubs are still empty. I'm going to buy the fabric bins for the bottom 2 rows because cats. But so, I have 2 whips. First one, this is a Bijou Garden Gifts bags. She does not make bags anymore. I am sorry, guys. She does a lot of other things, but not project bags. This is a new-ish cast on. You have not seen it before because it was my birthday cast on. It's a Boxy for me. I've not gotten very far on it because it's sort of, since I'm traveling so much in the next few months, this is sort of my travel knitting. It's something that I can pick up when I'm tired and I don't want to think or I don't have energy to think. So it's just mindless stocking it. It's going to be very slow progress on this project. That's okay. Let me go ahead and put in a progress keeper though. The progress keeper on this is from Simply Serving. It's a little sea star. It's cute. It's got glitter. The yarn I'm using is the Summer Nights by Lion Brand. I got it at Dollar Tree for $3. It's pretty nice. It is a super fine, so it's a little thin for a boxy because a boxing is a fingering weight, but I figure I throw on a t-shirt or a cami under it, I'll be fine. And you'll see, I mean, there's not really, you can see through it, yeah, but it's not enormous. I will still wear something under it though, just for my own comfort. But there is 875 yards, 800 meters for my metric friends in a ball. So there's a lot of yardage on it. And I am knitting this on my Knit Pro Zings, a US 4, which is a 3.5 millimeter. So there's that. I need to put the progress keeper on there. So this is the Fairy Toast from Simply Serving. I believe it's Simply Serving. I don't know who else it would be from. I purchased it from a friend that was destashing. So, and she just kind of said, hey, I have these that are the style you like. Do you want them? I said, sure. So I do have the proper amount for this. For the yarn, it's slow going. It is literally, I work on it when I'm in the plane, when I'm at people's houses. I thought I was going to work on it a little more at my sister's, but things were busy. I'll talk about that later. My other whip. This is a Stitching Plaza bag. Owls. Adorable. She did just reopen her shop. So if you would like to purchase from her, you can, but they are only drawstrings now, is my understanding. So this is housing my Changing Staircases shawl by Dragon Horde Designs, Tristan. All right, this is being knit on Knit Pro Zings US 5, which is a 3.75. This is Golden Pearls yarn in the Love Potion colorway. This is where I was last time. Way down here, this is a Slytherin Simply Serving sheep cake. Super cute. Oh my goodness, I would love to show you its face. It'll cooperate. Come on. There we go. Got a little wizard hat, Slytherin scarf. And then my denotes that this is the right side is my Hogwarts cupcake. There we go. I love the colors on this so much. And it's such an easy knit because, I mean, let's be honest. I did not touch this knit again until yesterday. And I have completed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of the little sections. So, I mean, that's not bad progress for a day and a half. As I said, this is Golden Pearls yarn. So this is the Love Potion colorway. It's their 2-ply sock base, which is a 75-25 superwash merino nylon. And it is 463 yards per 100 grams. This is what their label looks like. I absolutely adore their yarn. All right, my next thing I'm going to show you is a future cast on that I'm hoping to cast on in the near future. This is a bird leg bags. Owls, because we all know I like owls. And this is going to be the Divisionism Shawl. And these are the colorways that I will be using. I can't remember what they are off the top of my head. As we get to them, though, I will show you. I just wanted to show you what the yarn looks like because it's pretty. I bought it with Alex when she is the Houndstrings podcast. She did release an episode since I last recorded, so you should go check it out. I love watching her so much. To be fair, she's one of my best friends, so I might be a little biased, but I love her dearly. I get to see her in a few weeks, and I'm so excited. We'll get into that in life. But these are the colors. It did come as a kit, so I would have never paired these colors together, but the final object is going to be beautiful. They are all inspired by birds, so I'm excited to see where it goes. I have seen the pattern before. It's one of my Make 9 projects, and I'm falling a little behind on those, so I feel like I need to at least get them cast on. Even if I don't finish them this year, I need to at least get started. I have not, as usual, worked on my Find My Way sweater. I don't have the brain space to work on those cables right now. I really don't. I wish I did because the sweater is beautiful and the yarn is stunning and a dream to work with. I don't have the brain to read a complicated chart and make sure it still looks good at the end. So hopefully soon. That's one that's probably honestly not going to be done by the end of the year, but I can always hope. I will be getting back to my, excuse me, goals for the month starting next month because I'll actually be home for the whole month, whereas I won't be this month. So we will go through and discuss some stash because I have this lovely new Ray Dunn box. It says stash on it. So this is all my new acquisitions. If this is where you want to stop, I totally understand. I try to not watch acquisition sections too often just because I am trying to not purchase as much, but there's still times that it sneaks in. And I did have my birthday since the last time I recorded, so I do have more yarn. It's totally normal and expected. So if this is where we say goodbye, see ya, have a great day, totally understand, no hard feelings. I do have my life section after this, and then we'll be good to go. So let's get started. All right, so first things first. I have a lovely group of friends. I really do. I adore them so much. I have my Brit group, as I call it. We chat every week, every day in Instagram, and we Zoom weekly, and we have so much fun, and I adore all of my ladies. They are fantastic. One of the skeins that I have is a birthday gift from her, and it makes me so happy to look at because it's a BTS-inspired colorway because I love BTS, duh. And it also has her favorite color, yellow, so whenever I think of it, I will think of the two of us. This is from Ruth. The gift is from Ruth. She is Ruth Loves to Knit podcast. Go check her out. Her and Fernanda are doing the Across the Pond Shawl Cow. It ends next month, so finish up some shawls and you can win some awesome prizes. Go check it out. This is from, the yarn is Hawari Bazaar Yarn Co. though, because everyone that knows me knows I love Corinne's yarn. She's my Habibti, and I adore her. So this is what her ball band looks like. And it is the Serendipity colorway, which is a solo song by Jimin. And this is her Nova Sock fingering weight, 75-25 superwash, 463 yards per 100 grams. It's a great song. As I said, it's a solo song because all of the boys do their own solo songs throughout the albums. So that's one of his from the Love Yourself series. The other is the Club colorway. This is Butter. Because in case you haven't heard, Butter was one of their new English songs. They have two now. Two that are new that came out this year. The first was Dynamite, which came out last August. This is Butter. It has been 10 weeks on Billboard charts, 9 of them at number 1. The 1 week it wasn't was when their other new song, Permission to Dance, also in English, came out, and it took the number 1 spot. So 10 weeks in a row, this has been on the number 10. This has been in the Billboard Hot 100, and it's been in the top 10 of the Billboard Hot 100. So go check it out if you haven't yet. Stream Butter. That's my end for the BTS PSA. Sorry. They make their way into every episode, I swear. I adore the pinks in this. It is just beautiful. Okay. It's also 75-25 superwash merino with a fingering weight mini to coordinate. Okay, the next thing, my other group of friends is my Discord group, and they are not all knitters. There's only a few of them that are. And they gave me a gift card to Waifu Yarns for my birthday. So it's a huge server. It's from What You Got to Say. They're YouTube reactors. And we all love BTS, so we get to chat about it and share our lives. And there's 10 of us that just talk every day, that know each other really well. We have our own private group chat. And my friend Leanna is part of the Discord group, and she's also just a regular knitting friend as well. She is the brains behind Waifu Yarns. I've shown you their yarn before. And they gave me a gift card to her shop for my birthday. So I got a sweater quantity. This is called Sound Effect. It is based off of Hobie, J-Hope, and because he is known for making sound effects wherever he goes. This is based off of his suit in one of his performances. This is going to become a dark water sweater eventually by Jennifer Steingass. So 3, 4, and 5. As I've said, I'm a big girl. I would like to normalize people seeing a sweater quantity and it's more than 3 skeins. So in order for me to have a sweater, it is 5 of the main color and 1 of the contrast. So we have Sound Effect as the main, and the coordinating color is called Daegu Dream, also from Waifu Yarns. It's called Daegu Dream because it's a Yoongi inspired colorway, aka Suga. He is from Daegu. His dream was to be in music, and now he is. He's a producer, he's a rapper, he sings, he has his own mixtapes on top of BTS. Help everyone that they can. And I think that's a wonderful thing. So that deserves recognition, even if it's just from a podcast that they're never going to watch. So, but I love these colors together. They play beautifully together, and I'm so excited to knit it. It's going to be a next year knit, though, because I still have other things for my Make 9 to do. My next skein is Permission to Dance, also from Waifu Yarns. All of this is from Waifu Yarns. Who am I kidding? This is her sparkle base, and it is beautiful. It's based off of their newest all-English song that came out last month in July on the 9th. And it's super cute and fun. Okay. This is also from Waifu Yarns. This is not a normal colorway. It's a one of a kind, and it it was going to be Bonsai Boy, but something happened and it just didn't come out quite right. And I said, I want it because it is Slytherin green. And Bonsai Boy is based off of Kim Namjoon, aka RM, who is my bias. The next thing is also Waifu Yarns. This is her business card. And these are the minis for all of their mics that they used in 2020. Each boy has their own special colored mic so that they don't get mixed up. And so these were their colors last year. They changed the colors pretty regularly, at least once a year right now. They switch between white and black and all sorts of different colors, but these were last year's lineup. The final skein of yarn. I didn't purchase it. My friend purchased it, and I'm knitting it for her. This is also Waifu Yarns, again. This is chicken noodle soup. I do have two other acquisitions that aren't yarn. The first is a stitch marker from Alice R. Crafts, and it is a purple whale. This is her business card. This was also a birthday gift from my friends on Discord because Whalian is one of the BTS songs. It's about a whale whose call is at 52 gigahertz, and so all other whale calls are at a different sound frequency, and so this whale is said to be the loneliest of all the whales in the world because he can't communicate with anyone. And the boys wrote that song because they felt like they were, even though they're famous and everyone knows them, they know their persona is not who they actually are. And it can be lonely not knowing who is your friend because you're famous or who's your friend because they like who you are. So, important meaning. Then the last set is a whole stitch marker set. I have been waiting for this for months, and I'm so excited it's finally here. It is also from Corinna for Bizarre Yarn Co. And they are BT21 stitch markers. They are so cute. I had to get them in order, at least. So we have Koya, who is Namjoon's. RJ is Jin's. Shuki is a little harder to see. That is Yoongi's character he created. This is Mong. Gotta turn him around a little bit. And you guys have seen Mong before because I have a needle minder with him. Don't know where he is right now. I think he's on my... Actually, I do. He's on my one from my cross stitch for my sister. Then we have Chimmy, which is Jimin's, Tata, which is Taeyoung's, and Cookie, which is Jungkook's. They're so cute, and they're glittery, and they sparkle. I can't think of anything better. Can you? Alright, so that is the end of my stash acquisition. Woohoo! We made it through! Okay, let me just close up my box really quickly so it can be put away at the end. Okay, life update. As I've said, I've been sick lately, so we haven't really gone anywhere, just my hubby and I. However, after my birthday, we went to, had dinner at a German restaurant. It was absolutely delicious. It's called Max and Moritz. If you're ever in the Fayetteville area, go check it out. We enjoy it because it tastes just like we're back in Germany. After that, we didn't really go anywhere or explore because I had to get ready to go to my sister's house in Seattle because she got a new house. Woohoo! She needed help moving. So I flew out and I helped her out. I thought that there would be a little bit more downtime than there was, but there wasn't. We worked hard every single day. I fixed a washing machine for her. I learned how to put a fan together and install one, except I couldn't mount it because I wasn't tall enough to see. I set up her internet. I helped set up Wi-Fi. I've been putting together furniture. I put together beds. We moved everything from her old house to her new house. It was a lot. And it was 100% worth it, though, and she absolutely is so happy in her new home, and I'm so glad that she is. I did get to see my friend Leanna while I was there, and that's when I got all my awesome goodies from her when I went to her house for dinner one night. So if you're watching this, Leanna, hi! When we got back, though, I got back on the 17th of July, and we went shopping with the hubs because I had to fly into Raleigh, and I landed at like 1 a.m. in the morning. It's an hour drive back. We just stayed in a hotel. It was easier. And we went shopping that day and ate out somewhere nice, and it was nice to be together again after 2 weeks of being on completely different time zones and opposite sides of the country. So it was nice to be together again. After that, I started to get sick on the Thursday after I got home, and I've been sick ever since. And it was a mess to deal with. But my voice is starting to get tired. So it is what it is. We also, though, I've been in quarantine since I got sick. I went to 2 urgent care visits and was tested twice. It's been a long road. So not the greatest time, but that's okay. Upcoming is my friend Alex's bridal shower. I'm flying out for it, and that is in San Diego. I get to stay at my Bob's house, and I'm really excited to see her. I haven't seen her since October, and I mean, she's getting older, and her health is taking a toll, so I try to really treasure any moment that I can with her. So I'm going to be there for 10 days, and I'm really excited to just relax and see my friends and family and my loved ones. After that, I will be recording after I come back. So any other trips that I have planned, I'm going to Myrtle Beach with some friends, I believe, in October, but we aren't 100% sure. We're kind of monitoring the COVID situation first, since all of us are higher risk and don't do well with being sick. So if things continue as they are, we're probably going to just reschedule for in the spring. If not, then we'll still go. We just don't know yet. We're going to make a decision at the beginning of September. So the hubby and I's anniversary is coming up next week. We are going back to Raleigh to the Natural Science Museum, and we are going to eat at Cheesecake Factory. I'm just super excited. Other than that, I think that's all I've got. So I hope to have this a little more set up for next time I record. But until then, do what makes your heart sing. For me, that's 2 sticks and string. See ya.